Welcome to the Digital Health and Fitness Live Studio presented by United Healthcare. I am Dr. Eric Eiting here at CES 2017, and with me I have Robert Jarrin from Qualcomm. Robert, how are you?
I'm doing well today, thank you.
Great, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Robert is the Senior Director for Government Affairs at Qualcomm, and I heard that you guys just talked on this really interesting panel. What did you guys just talk about?
So the focus of the panel was, what does a Trump administration mean to digital health?
On everybody's mind right now.
Exactly. So we're surrounded right now by wonderful innovations in the healthcare space, some of which are even what we call mobile medical healthcare products.
Right.
And in the past 8 years, not only has technology shifted in a way that I don't think anyone in here has ever been able to predict, but also government and government support for this area. Some would look upon that support in somewhat a conservative way or a tepid way, but when you look at agencies like the Food and Drug Administration, the Office of the National Coordinator, even the Centers for Medicare, Medicaid Services, each agency in its own way has done a lot to try to promote this space. And that's a little generous, because some more than others. Take the Food and Drug Administration, for example. Prior to the advent of digital health, there was no guidance, essentially. On what exactly was something like a mobile medical app or a medical device data system, or even interoperability or post-market for cybersecurity. These are just some of the a sample of some of the guidances that FDA has issued, either in draft form or final form. That's very good, because that has really helped to, one, spur investment in the area. If there's an understanding of where the boundaries are for what is a medical device and what is not a medical device, it really helps to get seed money, for example, for healthcare products or for products that are actually medical products. So that's just one example. Another example is the Office of the National Coordinator, allowing patient-generated health data to enter into an electronic health record. That's now a requirement under Meaningful Use Stage 3. Whether or not we see Meaningful Use Stage 3, that's the question, and that's really what the panel was about. What can we expect from a Trump administration? Will they continue in this very deregulatory way that the government currently has been functioning on, or should we expect changes? I think.
What do you think? Most people would say we expect deregulation in a Trump administration.
And I think that's something fair. I mean, obviously, pro-business, pro-industry guy. Look at our Dow. The Dow, it came within a whisker of hitting 20,000 just yesterday. I'm not sure people anticipated that.
No,
especially as the election was unfolding. The evening of the election, I think all the markets went berserk and went down. It was the next day that it all began going forward. So I think that's fair that we do expect that. But the devil's in the details. What exactly are we going to expect? So what I spoke about in the panel is, let's see some of the people that he has actually put in place in the transition team. Let's see some of the people that he has actually already named, like, for example, Tom Price or Avima Surma, etc. So when you start actually looking at some of those personnel changes,
or some of the people who were in the transition team and no longer are, I think that also is very telling.
It's very telling. So from that, it's a little harder to really know if they're going to be extremely proactive in this space, or if it's just going to be deregulatory in general, and that obviously is very helpful to the space as well. So I think if I were to make a prediction, I think it's going to be very good for this space. We'll see, as well as obviously what happens with our innovations. And look around, CES has grown in this area. 5 years ago, digital health was not even a row.
Non-existent, exactly.
I wish the camera can pan. So,
exactly. Robert Jarrin, thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you very much, and thanks to CES and CTA.
Thank you.
All right.
Here at the Digital Health and Fitness Live Studio, sponsored by United Healthcare, I'm Eric Eiting. Thanks for joining us.